Should you buy the Buffalo STX Pursuit, the new police car in GTA Online? And spoiler, my answer is yes. And you're going to see in the testing what you do after the customization that it's even better than the top one, at least in the city streets. It's not the top speed, but don't get fooled by everyone saying there is a faster vehicle, because top speed isn't everything in GTA Online. I feel like any racer or somewhat racing fan should know this by now. Oh, but first, there is a little broken bug with this vehicle, and that's hitting a bump or a curb straight on. I haven't had any issues driving normally, but every now and then again, when you hit a curb straight on, you go flying. Like you see here, I'm just going over curbs normally. When I hit one straight on, I do so many flips. I don't know what it's about. Probably something involving the splitter, so probably don't choose a splitter option. Probably choose the highest suspension also to prevent this, but if you chose the same customization option as me, you might have a hard time driving this vehicle. And I don't think Rockstar is good at patches. I think this is going to be how it is forever. I don't think they're good at patches, because I think it's mostly customization options causing this issue. So just know that little bug going on. This is what everyone's talking about this vehicle. It's broken, but really it's not broken. It's not undrivable. You guys saw me driving it through that track so many times. I have not had that happen once. It's really only if you're hitting it straight on, so just be a little extra careful. But let's hop into the customization options and see what we have. And then later we will be testing it on a straight line track and my casino circuit. So first off, there is no HSW upgrade on this. Unlike the regular STX where there is an HSW upgrade, this is just another pursuit vehicle, no HSW. So not the insane top speed we're used to with the regular version of this. So that just leaves us with the customization options, and they are pretty decent. You gotta give Rockstar some credit here. 8 exhaust options. You can remove one, have one on each side, remove both of them, have it coming out from under the tire. So very unique options, gotta give them credit for this. And also, this is one of the vehicles featured in GTA 6. You know Rockstar has always been backporting the GTA 6 vehicles into GTA Online. Not all of them, but a lot of them they have been. Whether it's to test them or whether the GTA Online crew is just so small these days they can't make vehicles from scratch, so they backport them from GTA 6. 4 hood options, again these ones we've all seen by now. Of course the headlights, the liveries, 24 livery options. I think this, it has to be the most out of any vehicle, right? The Coquette D10 has a lot, and still none of them actually look that decent. But being a Buffalo, that means we have the back window shades, which is a unique option for a police vehicle too. It also makes it somewhat bulletproof. You're not totally safe choosing this option, but makes it just a tiny bit harder, especially when you are driving faster, for people to take you out from the back of the window. And of course, we have the ugly tech options for the roof. We're not going to choose any of that. Searchlights, of course, we have the searchlights. Not going to choose any of that either. The emergency lighting, though. You have the big option, the one smaller rectangle one, and then the 2 triangles. 7 push bar options, and these ones, for some reason, they don't look that bad on this vehicle. Usually I don't really like the look of them, but on this one, just the boxiness of the Buffalo, it works really good on this vehicle. Of course, the roll cages don't really do anything. But the roofs, 14 roof options, most of these just being the little fins on it. But you do have the option to choose the carbon one and have a little roof scoop on it. I chose none of them. Some people go way too crazy with the customization options. I think the more simple is the better, and the more unique it is. Too many people just choose all the last options of these vehicles, to be honest. You guys know how it is. 4 skirt options on all of the sides. Splitters. Again, looking pretty nice, pretty classy with this vehicle. You cannot go wrong with the Buffalo. It just looks so modern and so timeless. That goes with the 16 spoiler options as well. You guys know I like the lip spoilers on the Buffaloes. Of course, you have the street wings, which looks kind of crazy. Don't talk to me if you choose. The big wing, $18,000 for the, what was this, the Kuruma back in the day, which originally had this? No. Of course, gotta choose some off-road tires. And then for the paint job, since this is in GTA 6, I'm going to go a little Vice City-ish, you know, a little light blue. Make it different, mix it up a little bit. And that is the customization done. Let's take this out for a little test right here in the rain, and it handles really good. Even in the rain, this is going to tell you guys what's to come in a minute. but it just handles so good. I think this vehicle, anyone can pick up, anyone can drive it. There's not too much skill involved in it. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? We'll see. So let's test out the top speed of these three vehicles. The Dominator FX, the Interceptor, and the Coquette D10 Pursuit. So the Dominator FX is technically the faster one of the bunch. Top speed, at least on this straight, 118 miles per hour. Gauntlet Interceptor, 116 miles per hour. So all of these pretty similar top speeds. Of course, the acceleration and handling is a little bit worse on the Dominator and Gauntlet because they are older vehicles and bulkier vehicles. The Gauntlet especially having not that good of brakes and a little wider in the turning. So the STX and Coquette D10 Pursuit does have the edge on these two vehicles at least. But what surprised me was the Coquette D10 Pursuit. It hangs out around 116 miles per hour for a good minute, but then after it hits the last gear it has, it goes up to 119, 120, 121, 123, just for a split second. That is the fastest out of any police vehicle, at least on flat surface. In the city streets bumps, it is probably the Coquette D10 or the Dominator FX. Because the bumps do add a tiny bit of boosting just because of how curb boosting works. I explained it in a lot of videos before. But I just want to get an even comparison here. On a flat surface, it's still going to be pretty realistic. But the Coquette D10, it's going to be faster on a flat surface. For whatever reason, maybe the physics of this car, it is much bumpier than the other one. So maybe that's a factor too. But that also means it's harder to turn with this. It's hard to take around a track, which is very strange. Because I don't remember the regular Coquette D10 being like this. It's really, really bouncy. And the STX again, top speed of 116 miles per hour on a flat surface at least. Probably more realistically, could be in the high 120s, 130s on the city streets with all the bouncing and curb boosting going on. So let's compare the Coquette D10 against the STX around a lap. So like I said, the Coquette D10 very bouncy around the city streets, especially on the bumps. You can get your back end out a little bit. It is a little hard to control. You can master it if you take enough time, but you do have to go slower around these corners, especially if there is a little hill or bump. You do have to go kind of slower, which really does bring down a lap time. If it was like the STX where it could handle really any corner you throw at it, we'll probably get 1 minute 0.8 lap time on this circuit. But the best lap time I got with Coquette D10 was 1 minute 12 second 0.051. But moving over to the STX, it is a very easy car to drive, just like the original STX. But also, it's a tiny bit faster than the STX, of course, with HSW upgrades. It's just that tiny bit faster. It still handles the same, very easy to drive around the city streets. It will handle any bump, really a smooth ride. And the first lap time, I pretty much matched the Coquette D10. But as I did more laps, I did about 5-6 laps in total. Remember, I'm trying to get an average user experience. What is the best for most people watching this video who's not serious racers? I got a 1 minute 10 second 0.833 lap time. Now I still think the Coquette is technically better if you are able to master it. Maybe on different circuits, it might be faster. Of course, top speed is definitely faster than the STX, but it handles so much better than any other police vehicle. Except maybe the Terminus, but that car is an insane beast. Like I made multiple videos on already. The Terminus is insane. But the STX, it's going to be the fastest police vehicle around the circuit at least. Now in GTA Online. So does this make the STX the best police vehicle overall? I think so. You're mostly going to be playing in the city streets. You're mostly going to be going in downtown Los Santos, chasing other players down. And with the D10, it's fast in a straight line, but going around the corners, maneuvering around traffic, you could get scrolling here and there, spin out a lot. Braking, you have to go kind of slower, so STX very much wins around the city streets. Of course, top speed probably going around the highways. The Gauntlet Interceptor Dominator FX or even the Corvette D10 is probably going to beat it. So they actually have a very evened out police vehicle list here. There's no real clear winner except for the Dominator FX in a straight line. That's the only clear winner there is in the whole game with all these vehicles they released so far. I really do think this is one of the best police vehicles they released. The OG Buffalo, it's not that much slower, but it does handle like the OG car, a little bit slower. Braking not that good, acceleration not that good. The STX is basically a copy and paste of the original XTX, a tiny bit faster in a straight line for whatever random reason. But the handling is what pushes this car up there. So at almost $5 million, I do think the Buffalo STX Pursuit is worth it. I know this was kind of a longer video for me, but hope you guys liked the going in depth with the vehicle, looking at even some bugs with it. So if you guys got this far into the video, I probably really liked it, so leave a like and subscribe to the video I make next.